Hi, and welcome to a whole new episode of St. Louis Presents. And Debbie is off today. Jeff, thanks for filling in. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks. Glad to be here.
Hey, listen, one of the things that we're going to be talking about a little bit later is things that are going on one of my favorite places to go in St. Louis, the Missouri Botanical Garden. I'm guessing you're a fan? I'm
a fan, and I live right down the street. So.
Do you?
Yes.
You probably go all the time then.
That's one of the things we're going to talk about because I don't go enough. So I think I'm going to be a lot like many people who don't go enough.
They have a lot going on, particularly some things for the holidays. Big new light event, sort of, that people want to see. And you're going to be talking about why it's important for city employees to stay well, I guess, right?
Well, why it's important, and also just some of the things that are available to city employees to stay healthy and to promote just healthy lifestyles. And Lisa Benety is going to join us to talk about some of the things, some programs that are already in existence and some things that she plans to do in this new role that she's going to have. So very excited about that. So I think it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, because you're probably in tip-top shape, right?
Oh, don't get me started, Steve.
No, it's important for everybody.
I'm like many people. I belong to a gym, but the question is, do I go? So.
Do you remember where it is, Jeff?
Yeah, I got that part down.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about all that and a lot more on St. Louis Presents next. The Missouri Botanical Garden's second annual Winter Light exhibit will be opening soon for the holiday season, and visitors can expect to be dazzled by even more unique displays at this year's Garden Glow. And here to tell us more about that and the Gardenland Express is Holly Berthold. Hi, Holly. How are you?
Hi, nice to see you.
Happy holidays. Is it too early to say that?
Happy holiday. No, it's here. We're going.
You know, the Gardenland Express. Okay, we've got two things to talk about, the Gardenland Express and the Garden Glow, which is a fairly new exhibit.
Right.
Do you call it an exhibit?
Yes, we do call it an exhibit. It's a rather large exhibit that takes place, we're 79 acres at the garden. And this year, we've really expanded the footprint of Garden Glow. So we've got about 600,000 lights.
All right. Before you go any farther than that, let's start with the Gardenland Express, though, and we'll save the lights for last because I think that's
lights for last. You got it.
I think that's sort of that's my favorite part. Anything with lights in it. Mm-hmm. Gardenland Express, Holly, combines my two favorite things when it comes to holidays, and that's plants and trains. I mean, I remember getting a Lionel train when I was 5 years old. So
really?
Tell me what it's all about.
We work with several volunteers and folks from different model railroad associations, and they come in. They've been working on this show for probably 6 weeks already, and they build it from the bottom up. And
these look like the little trains that I had. Now you call these G-scale trains. What does that
G-scale.
mean?
Good trains. I don't know what because they're different sizes. They have H scales. I think H's are the smallest.
It refers
ones.
to the size then.
That was a trick
Yeah, well,
question.
look, there's a bigger one there.
Yeah, there's a bigger one. But they all are, right at kids' eye level. They wind through all of these poinsettias and mums and Christmas cactus and all those things that you see and maybe you're gifted for the holidays, those beautiful amaryllis that are just stunning. Mm-hmm. And they're all throughout the Orthwein display hall. And then the trains do run through it and they whistle and the kids just stop and they wait for it to come through the tunnel, and it's a load of fun. And people, gosh, they just wait for this all year. They absolutely love it.
I've whistled a time or two myself while I've been there.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
There you go.
So
steam coming out of yours.
Yeah, out of both ears.
Yeah.
So how about the Gardenland, or what you call the Garden Glow? We were talking about lights. This is the second year that you've done it, and tell me again how many lights we're talking about?
Over about 500,000 lights.
Now, did you count those?
Every single one.
I thought
yeah, that's duties as assigned. Yeah, so they are blanketing that maze that's in the back. When you walk through, it's just really a full sensory experience because you've got sounds. Every set has different traditional music, and then there's music that's a little bit more, hip hop fun. So
both these things are running to the Missouri Botanical Garden about the same time. What's the time frame?
the time frame, it starts on November 22nd and it goes through January 3rd.
And one thing people should remember is there are a lot of photo ops out there for
tons.
not just of what you're exhibiting at the garden, but also photo ops that you can get your kids or friends involved in too,
Yeah,
right?
great photo ops. You'll have them forever, snowmen and all sorts of stuff. We even have a snow globe where the entire family can get into the snow globe, and it's just a blast. It's so much fun. There's fire pits, there's s'more making, there's carolers.
S'more making, you got me there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Missouri
We'll
Botanical
save you
Garden.
one.
People should go to your website and find out more about that.
Absolutely.
Holly, thanks so much. Have a
Thank
great
you.
holiday season.
All right, thanks.
Right now we're going to check in with Jeff Small and see what's in the news. Jeff?
Well, thanks to a new partnership with the St. Louis Astronomical Society, St. Louis City and County Public Library patrons can now check out a telescope for a week for free. A total of 17 Orion Star Blast telescopes will be available to patrons 18 years or older with a valid library card and state ID. For more information, visit the St. Louis Astronomical Society at slasonline.org/library telescope, or you can call 314-539-0384. Over 130 floats, giant balloons, marching bands, and more are expected to participate in the 30th annual Ameren, Missouri Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thursday, November 27th. That parade steps off at 8:45 in the morning from 7th Street and Market. Christmas in St. Louis hosts the event by partnering with the St. Louis Convention and Visitors Commission and presenting sponsor Ameren, Missouri and the City of St. Louis. Watch the live broadcast on KMOV TV Channel 4. For more information, visit christmasinstlouis.org. And if you plan on coming downtown for the parade, why not come a little early to participate in the second annual Hungry Turkey 5K, presented by the Christmas in St. Louis Foundation and Big River Running Company. This timed event is a great way for families to kick off Thanksgiving Day while helping support a local charity. That race begins at 7:30 in the morning on Market, just east of Union Station. The stroller and pet-friendly event finishes along the Thanksgiving Day parade route, giving participants a great viewing spot. Sounds good to me. So speaking of the parade route, I think
Well, Jeff, I have a confession to make. I've lived in St. Louis a long time,
Yeah.
and I've seen it on television, but I have never actually gone down to the parade route and watched it in person, which
Well-
maybe I should be embarrassed to admit.
no, but you know what? I think what we were just talking about is a good idea, because once you leave the 5K, not only do you get the great viewing spot for this, you also the parking. We know how bad parking can be when there's a big event, so I think
Right.
it's a great idea to get down there early. And
Well, and also I think the idea of running on Thanksgiving Day is a good idea, because once I figure out how many calories I took in on Thanksgiving Day, and I probably would need to run to Kansas City to burn those off.
Well,
So-
and if you're like me, I've never ran a 5K, but I've walked, and I think just saying that you participated is good enough. And I think we'll learn a little bit more about some of the ways the city is doing
Well-
to promote some healthy ways.
Okay, that's great. In fact, why don't we do that? The City of St. Louis is dedicated to giving employees the tools that they need and the motivation to have a healthy lifestyle through a program that they call BeeFit.
That's exactly right. And the city is pleased to welcome Lisa Benety as the new wellness coordinator.
And Lisa is here now to tell us what this is all about and how it benefits the people who work for the City of St. Louis and their families probably. Hi, Lisa, how are you?
Hi, doing great. How are you doing?
Great. I guess that's my first question. Why would the City of St. Louis be so concerned about the health of Jane or John Doe who happen to work for them?
Health really impacts your life and impacts you in the workplace and your performance and your absence or presence from work. So it's really important to provide services that can enhance the quality of life for its employees.
Because you wouldn't be filling in for Debbie if you weren't so healthy.
Oh, yeah,
point that out.
exactly. So here's what I wanted to know. Is this dealing with like smoking cessation, exercising more, or is it kind of a combination of kind of a little bit of everything?
It is a combination. We actually have 5 pillars that comprise the program. It's health screening, health promotion, group exercise, incentive programs, and injury and illness prevention. So you really need to focus on all 5 of those aspects for a well-rounded wellness.
Well, how do you reach out to employees and how do they get involved in this? Is this a voluntary thing, or do they attend mandatory classes, or how does that work?
It is a voluntary program. We try and provide different services that will appeal to different people, try and have something for everybody. We get the word out through community emails and also through a Facebook page and Twitter page. And word of mouth is also great.
And that is a big undertaking to do this for so many employees that are comprised within the city. Aren't you, you're partnering with BJC, is that correct, to make this all go smoothly, I guess?
Yes, I am a BJC employee and I'm housed in the Carnahan building, so I'm actually dedicated 100% to the city of St. Louis. I'm easily accessible, but I think it also is nice that I'm kind of a third party, so the city of St. Louis employees can feel comfortable talking with me and sharing some details that they might not want to share with their employer.
You know, Lisa, not everybody's a health fanatic like Jeff and I are. I'm being sarcastic. So I just would imagine there are some city employees that maybe aren't open to your message. So do you focus on those people? And I know if you nudge them, you probably nudge them gently. So how do you do that?
Well, we try to come at it from a few different angles. We do provide a monthly newsletter that covers a variety of different topics. It highlights upcoming events and ways to become involved. So even if you just take in that knowledge on the different health topics, that's one way we can make an impact.
So are employees evaluated along the way at certain points to kind of gauge their health improvement?
We do offer biometric screenings on site, so that's one way to kind of benchmark your health status and where you're at, kind of notice where you can improve, and then if you get screened every year, you can see your improvements in the process.
You just hide them when you get your results.
Yes. Put them in the back of the door.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to know is, are you targeting a certain age group, or is this something that every employee, no matter, you know, anybody across the spectrum can see some benefits from this?
Anyone can see benefits from this. We try to provide kind of age-specific guidance too for different screening opportunities, but there is always something available for everyone, and you can even involve your family at home if you're doing different activities.
So Lisa, are you able to tailor it to an individual? Say I had a particular health concern, I wanted to lose weight or whatever it might be. So can I come to you and say, this is the goal I want to achieve?
Yes, and we do have a variety of different resources available, from dietitians to exercise specialists through BJC that can provide the kind of one-on-one, help you reach your goals, needs that you have.
Get out your pocket calendar, Jeff, because they have a health fair coming up, and I want you to go. Tell us about this health fair.
The health fair this year will be held on December 3rd at City Hall from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And there's going to be a variety of different vendors available. Some of them will be representing the City of St. Louis benefits, such as their medical providers and financial offerings. And then there's also different BJC resources, different resources from the community. There will be giveaways, prizes, and all kinds of knowledge that you can learn.
And I guess the bottom line is that if you're healthy, you're happier as a person, you do a better job, and for people who live in St. Louis, we want the employees of the city to be happy and be working hard, right?
Yes, yes.
We all benefit.
It impacts, the whole community, so it's a really great offering from the city.
Sounds exciting.
So again, the health fair dates again?
December 3rd, 2014, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at City Hall.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm a little afraid to get involved.
Well, it's motivation for people like me. Again, as I told you earlier, I have a gym membership, but I don't use it. So
Now, the BeeFit Wellness Coordinator has been our guest, Lisa, and can people contact you if they want to know more about this?
Yes, of course. I always welcome contacts, so feel free to give me a call or send me an email, and I can fill you in more on our programs.
Just off the top of your head, how many people, employees, or just percentage-wise do you think participate in this? Is it most, little?
We have seen an increased participation level. The program was introduced in 2006.
And I have to cut you off there, unfortunately, Lisa, but thank you so much, and I hope people follow up if they want to know more.
Great, thanks for having me.
We want to thank you, and we want to thank Holly from the Missouri Botanical Garden, Jeff for being here, and you at home for watching.
all right, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it.
Come back and see us next time on St. Louis Presents.